Alrighty folks, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. If you're live on twitch.tv/John A. Theodore or watching on YouTube/C/John Theodore, thank you for watching, appreciate it. We're going to do 60 laps here at Dover, starting 8th in the number 8 car.
Go, nail it.
And trying not to get caught up in an early wreck.
Car down low.
Lost some spots there, but at least the car isn't damaged. We got 60 laps to get those spots back.
Nah, you're all over the place, man. You played inside the car.
Just going to take it kind of easy here. Watch my tires. Josh Ward's probably a pretty good dude to follow.
P10.
Since he's in the number 2, I'm pretty sure he's going to be pretty fast. Just going to try to work my line and apply a little bit more of a patient approach to today than I was. Yesterday I was just going wholesale out, bonsai, trying to get top 5, and ended up getting myself into a couple wrecks. I'm going to try to approach things with a little bit more measured approach today. And, you know, if we can come away from today with 4 incident-free races and, you know, get whatever solid finish that those yield, that would be great. So I lost a couple spots on the start there. Had guys in front of me spinning their tires, and that kind of really slowed me up. Try to see if I can work on this 11 car right now. I'm running 10th, so, you know, while I did lose a little bit of ground and a couple spots, ultimately that's not a huge loss. I should be able to get those back. Dover is a good track for me. I've just got to drive within my limits rather than over them. This 11 car's getting pretty aggressive.
I'm not going to wreck you, chill.
10th position. That last lap was at 24.5. Outside. Clear outside.
Alright. Tried to get inside of him there, that didn't work. Really need to get the run coming off the corner. To try to get past this guy. Which it seems like I might actually be able to do. This is where it gets scary, is you gotta get a run coming off on a guy. If you get right on their bumper, that's where wrecks can happen, is if you get right on their bumper coming up off the corner. Also diving in there, you can wash out up into them. Passing's difficult. Nothing doing there.
That lap was at 24.8.
Yeah, no shifting today at Martinsville. We learned our lesson with that yesterday. I mean, the clincher for me was when I asked if the other drivers were shifting, and the guy who won the race wasn't. So clearly you can run really fast at Martinsville through the whole race, even with the tires falling off, and you don't need to shift.
P10. That was at 24.9.
So obviously it wasn't a lack of shifting that was causing my woes coming off the corner. I'm just not getting back to the throttle quick enough or hooking it up right coming off the corner. It has nothing to do with low RPMs, because everyone's in the same box on that regard. Just kind of riding here. Keep getting close to the 11, but not able to complete the pass yet.
Just done a 24.9.
These cars are all bouncing around.
Hello. Clear.
Washed way too high up the track on that one. Oh, and that brought the 13 right to my bumper.
Last lap was at 25.0. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
All right, now we're going to have to start moving forward if we don't want to start getting past, because the 13's right on my tail now. This is what I don't like at Dover, is when you get someone right on your tail, you're trying to get to the throttle,
25.1.
and you can't get to it so aggressive that you spin the tires, because then they'll get into you and you'll end up getting turned that way. It's kind of what happened to us yesterday in this race. The guy was following me, was quicker off turn 4.
Inside. He's still there. Still
Hopefully
there.
this guy's got a brain on his shoulders.
Still there. Still there. Hold your line.
I think I'm just going to let him
Hold
go.
your line.
Let the 18 go too.
Still there. Inside's clear.
Check up. Turn one.
Yeah.
12.
Do you not know what check up means, man?
God dang it.
Come around the pace car.
I did check out. You just turned left when you started to check out.
You're gonna have to come around the 16.
Ain't nothing I can do, man. I didn't
thought
get
it
a
was
20.
gonna-
I think you may have lost on your phone.
God dang it.
Come
Sorry,
around the
Pruitt,
pace
for
car.
running into you. Tried to slow up as much.
Alright, John. The next car is Hudson.
Hopefully that didn't do too much damage.
Behind the 16.
Not compiling it.
I tried to get stopped and I couldn't get stopped in time. The whole track was blocked.
Come on, let's go. What are we doing? 11, 13.
Let's see.
Get back. Come on.
It shouldn't be too much damage.
I'm going. It's 11 that was sitting back.
That was a pretty light hit.
Line up behind the 16.
The 11.
Open, adjust your
Ah.
brakes.
His car is all the way around the track.
It's just 2 races in 2 days in a row. Oh my goodness. Did I get the Tubbsy host? I did. What up,
Why'd you do
Tubbsy?
that, 11?
Welcome to all of Tubbsy's viewers. Thanks for tuning in.
The car hit the wall coming off the floor, and then he decided that he was going to hit my right rear and turn me in front of everybody. So, sorry about
The
that.
gap to Walker behind
Somebody
is now
threw a fit.
1.5.
All
McClendon is now in the lead. Activate limiter.
Let's see. No fuel, no
Hey,
tear
there you
off.
go. Jeez.
Let's see if we can.
Yeah, I missed it because I was trying to catch up.
Hopefully,
Then I
we'll
realized
evaluate
it
the
was
damage here. Hopefully, it's not too much.
open. So
Looks
much
like there
pain
might
on
be a
this
little bit of a
spot.
buckle in the hood. Hopefully, it's just a couple
Tires are
seconds.
falling
It's falling out.
And I don't think I hit him too hard. Ah, minute 39. That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, it might be gone. That sucks. Well, got the 4 tires. Let's get the, let's actually pop out. We got a little bit of time. Let's see, ooh, that looks pretty ugly. Okay. That looks gnarly.
The car behind's pitting now. Smith ahead is pitting.
Okay.
That's it. Go.
Let's get rolling again.
All clear. Push now.
All right, you're gonna have to come around the 9.
Now 14. If I, no, I didn't
Engage the
the
limiter.
replay, but if I turned you around, I'm sorry, but
I maybe should have
I don't even know that it did.
just stayed in and gone a lap down there. I don't know.
It's alright, it's just, you know, long.
That is
Like I said,
frustrating.
I got turned from somewhere, but it is what it is.
Sorry for sliding into there, 14. Usually I'm better about that. I just couldn't stop.
14.
I generally ended up with an X or something, even if you ended up wrecking off my
So much for
thing,
having
I
a
would've
clean
gotten
race
X.
already.
Now
We
you get
got
nothing.
4X. It's silly frustrating.
Like I said, I wasn't even sure it was you. I don't know who did it. I really don't know, but it is what it is. No harm, no
All
foul.
right, so
Go!
there we go. We still got 50 seconds of repairs to make, so if we get another caution, we'll do that.
There's a car behind.
Looks like the
Take care,
radiator
join
might
in.
still be on it.
What to go?
We're going to have to hustle to
Try to make shit happen or
catch the back half of the field here. Hopefully this thing... I'm with you, Dirt Rocket, man. I can't wait for NIS. That is my favorite series to run. Alright, let's get caught up.
Place.
Actually, seems like the car's still driving okay. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. So, yeah, who knows? We might be able to make something out of this. It's definitely going to hurt it somewhat, but I think it's hurt less bad than we were yesterday, actually. Even though there was more to repair. So if we get another caution, we should be able to get all the rest repaired.
Get those belts a little tighter.
yeah, get up
Ready to
there,
go
buddy.
again?
Alright. I will have a clean race at Dover at some point this week.
Green flags out.
Awesome.
That lap was at 54.5. Your lap times are dropping off. Come on, you can do
Super
better than this.
Dimuro, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
Inside. Hold your line. He's still there.
Trying to go by this 16 car on the outside.
Clear inside.
Clear.
That didn't quite work.
Car inside. Clear low.
Have to sit in here.
9, you're warping all over the place, just so you know. Ooh. Looked like the 11 almost clipped pit road there. So I'm definitely hurt. I can see that I just don't have the same speed as these guys. Oh, there goes the 16. Mr. Sonderbar, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Yeah, I'm looking forward to those longer NIS races, although
Ahead is just done at 24.3, the 11.
when I get caught up in something like this, I'm kind of glad that it's not a long race, because that I'm just...
0.7.
Whoa! At least I'm not, you know, having to limp around in a damaged car for 200 laps. It's only 40 more to go.
Okay, John, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
I think that this would
Just
be...
done at 24.8.
What would this be? This would be... Yeah, this would be a 200 lap race in NIS. Half the distance. So that puts me up to 11th with the 16 cars problems. And you can see the differential now. I'm just
The 11.
not even close to the speed that I was able to run before that. Just kind of limping around, and you know, if anyone else gets involved in something,
Say 3.
I might be able to make up some positions. 3 just slipped up there.
Thanks, I knew that was coming, Rob. You came down, buddy.
Just kind of way...
Trying to be patient with you, man. I'm sorry.
I'm not really running a great line right now either. I need to get back up on the wheel and really try to drive this thing.
2 seconds.
about other stuff. Got to focus on my line. Rapallo with the bet finish. That is probably going to be the case. I don't think I've holed the radiator, so I think that the engine's going to make it.
That was 25.0.
Yeah, my lap times are, I don't know, probably a half second off of where they would be otherwise. And that's a lot to give up. If I get the rest of this damage repaired, it might be better.
P11. The gap in front is now 1.6.
Those two running side by side, though, that's slowing both of them down. It's possible that I could catch them if they run their tires off.
Good job, man. Coming halfway this time.
Okay, John, that's half distance. You're looking good for fuel. That lap was at 25.1.
Let's just run this thing out and pack it up and go to Martinsville. Had enough incident points already in this race. I don't need any more.
You've just done a 25.0.
Oh, Tubbsy, you missed it? Oh, there we go. There's a yellow. What's that for?
Pit road is closed.
All right.
You're going to be lining up
No
behind
fuel,
the
no
9.
tear off. That's fine. Get the rest of this stuff repaired. Alrighty.
That last lap was at 28.0.
Oh, nice. You're going to be in the Martinsville race, Hints? Good deal.
Big checkup.
Christopher really seems to be having some connection issues. Wonder what that caution was for. Must have been behind us because I didn't see anyone turned in front of us.
Okay, John, you're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 0.8. The leader's pitting now. Engage limiter.
This guy Blinken's making me so nervous. Where's my pit stall? The number 8.
P8.
Alright. 58 seconds of optional left to get. Fifth last race and got wrecked by a lap car, dang it. Yeah, I hate when that happens. That's rough. Just gotta, you know, it's gonna happen every once in a while. Shake it off, go to the next one. I've been the bad lap car in a couple of races recently, Dover or Darlington and Martinsville both, which I hate doing that. I always hate that. You know, when you're a lap car, you never want to interfere with any of the guys who are still having a good race on the lead lap, with the possible and rare exception of when you're really, really hacked off about the guy that wrecked you. That might be the only one. Arsenal, no, I am not drinking vodka. I'm drinking water out of a Scotch whiskey bottle.
There's traffic behind. Keep your wits about you.
Up behind the 10.
All right. No. Okay. Just going to bring it back down. Get the last couple seconds of repairs here. I'm going to have to put that in MooBot. Yes, it's really water. It's not vodka.
Engage limiter.
I will tell you guys when it's vodka. Well, I'll do that some night. I'll get myself a, you know, bottle of scotch or something like that and drink that on stream. Maybe we'll do like a hosted session or something like that. We'll do a drinking night. I need you guys,
P13.
actually, before you guys come up with a list of things that I say way too often, and we can make a drinking game out of that for the stream. That'd be fun. Alrighty.
That's it, go!
Things as repaired as it's going to be.
Pit exit's clear.
We're gonna have to come around at 9. 1 to go. You're on the outside, looks like. Get behind the 10.
Looks like we're going to restart in 12th again. Car was the one who gave us the 4X on that last restart. He couldn't get slowed up while the other guys were spinning. So we've got an 8X now. Really need to just be cautious and finish this thing out. I don't want a 12. I don't want a DQ.
Going green? Yes, we are.
All
Make sure we
right.
take care of our tires.
Like that little jam up on the start. That's no fun at all. Looks like the 9's hanging back now.
That lap was at 53.1.
He might have gotten the message that he was blinking. All right. Thing seems like it's got some of its speed back. Maybe.
No, Pruitt. Yeah, good save, David.
Outside.
Oh, jeez, come on.
Clear low.
Outside is clear.
Well, he's going.
Sorry, 14, man. You came right down across my nose there. Or at least that's what I felt like. If I came up into you, I'm sorry.
P13. You've just done a 25.8.
Didn't need that 4X. This race is just disastrous. Glad there wasn't a caution for that.
The gap in front is now 0.3.
Seemed like the 10 was trying too hard to hold his position with a damaged car there. Felt very similar to my one yesterday where I came down off the wall across the front end of
P12. That was at
T. Jason
24.7.
Odom's car.
P13. That last lap was at 24.7.
Looks like I'm faster than this 10 car if I can get underneath him and not get into him. That's the trick. It sucks having 12X. Knowing that, like, you know, the next, even if I just hit the wall hard enough, that'll be a 2X. If I spin, you know, I'm so close to a DQ because they only spot you 14 incident points in A, which makes sense. They figure if you're an A licensed driver, you know how to race without incident. everything except for the one, I really should have been able to avoid those. You know, nothing I can do about getting run over when other guys are getting checked up in front of me, but the 2 incidents that I had, I think both were with the 14. I should have been able to avoid that.
13th place.
This guy is just all over the place, man. There we go, good run.
That last lap was at 25.5. Still there. You're clear
All right.
outside.
Whew. Feels so much better having that guy behind me. 12th place. Let's see if we can settle into a rhythm and run a couple more down.
You're pulling away from the guy
13
behind.
laps to go.
1.6, E12. You've just done a 25.0.
Might be able to run the 16 down. I know that he's got some damage, so we're at least on somewhat of a level playing field there. I don't know how much he's got. 2.3, 2.2. Those 2 guys, I could get a top 10. That would be nice. That's a tall order though, with only 10 laps to go.
That was 25.0.
Catching them is one thing, passing them is another. Let's catch them first. Finish this deal out and then worry about the damage to the safety rating after the fact.
The gap to Hudson in front is now 2.0 seconds.
2 seconds. Oh, there's a yellow.
Caution.
V12.
Close. You're going to have to come around and pace car. Come around and pace car. You're behind the 16.
Gonna be a restart with... Nah, he was running 6th. What, 3 or 4 to go? So, no fuel, no tear off. We'll get 4 tires. Actually, really good potential.
Why do I gotta let the pace car by?
Your car's going into 3.
I think I'm just gonna take 2.
I was 6 when I saw now. I shouldn't have to let it by.
Because
You know, put me
hashtag
lap
YOLO,
down. Are
right?
you kidding me?
Pit road is open.
Wow. We're getting a lap penalty for spinning out.
The leader is pitting now. Engage the limiter.
This could be a terrible idea, or it could be a race saver, but I'm not so slow that it's going to be just, well, so much for that. Rode it a little bit too close to the speed limit there. So now we're getting 4 tires and fuel, and no fuel still. May as well get the windshield tear off.
That's it, go! That's it, go!
So we're gonna have to restart in the back. That's too
Dude,
bad.
I'm not fucking
Track's clear.
being a
Push,
dick
push,
here.
push.
I'm just telling you we cannot do that, so just calm down. Set up, Dad. Yep, bring it back down here. Too fast, tip road.
Just a little bit too fast on pit road,
You're gonna be
man.
lining up behind the 14.
Might have just saved myself from a DQ there, though. Restarting
Behind us pitting.
with only 2 tires might have been a disaster. Because I definitely don't have the speed right now.
Okay, John, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 1.6 seconds, P12.
So I'm 12th place. We're gonna get a restart with like 4 to go. I prefer A Fixed to C, Tubbsy. I just, you know, I like the NASCAR Cup cars. That's what we run in NIS Fixed. There's a lot of power. I like, you know, the trucks are kind of. It's really easy to punish the trucks. You know, you can give them a lot of punishment. The Cup cars require more finesse because there's so much more power.
You're up. Nobody's lined up.
Yeah,
I'm on
yes,
board.
it's the crewchief.org. Mike put the link there. It's a pretty cool project, and they're constantly updating it.
Gas only.
Yeah, this track is tough.
There's a car leaving the pits.
Is that what that little box
And
before
one to
the
go.
fifth tire? I
You're
think
gonna
it was
line
that.
up
But I
on the
really,
inside.
it's a tough track, but I enjoy it for that reason. I love
That
it.
lap was at 118.5. Your lap times are increasing. Come on, get back on it.
Where do you live, Vince? Where you live that they're calling off school
I
for
got 4, no
a
gas.
little bit of snow? I know in St. Louis, those school districts, it's terrible. Super Diamuro, the reason why I use both spotters is I threw the second one
Lost a spot to 3, gained 2 spots.
to. Hey, what's up, Byron? I threw the normal, like the iRacing in-game spotter down to a minimal thing, just because I want the extra notifications and call-outs when I've got a car high or car low and stuff like that. Yeah, 62 viewers. Thank you again to Tubbsy for bringing all his folks over from his stream. We're setting new records for viewership today thanks to him. It's awesome.
We're going green this time. Remember they fan out down there. Protect
But
that
yeah, it's
bottom.
just I don't have to use it that way. It's just
Green
that,
flag.
you know, it seems
All right,
to
line up behind
work
the
well.
Just had a stop go
Flag,
penalty.
flag. Who's gonna pit?
really.
But these guys are slow. Don't pass them. But all right, bud, bring it back in here right now.
Wow. Okay. That sucks.
Thanks for the 4X Flasher 9. Jesus,
Gap
man.
to Walker ahead is increasing. It's now 5.0. We need to come in for this
told him
penalty in the
already.
next 2 laps. Activate limiter.
That sucks.
Flashed right into me, man, and just got a 4X. That's BS. And he was talking on the radio under the yellow, so we know he has a mic. And I PM'd him that he was blinking and warping, but, you know, that makes a difference.
This race is just one that I'd like to put behind me and completely forget.
You still need to
Yeah,
service
this
the
has been
penalty
awful.
P12.
Imagine that.
Alrighty.
That's it. Go.
So that's going to drop me to
Yeah, alright.
13th.
Exit's clear. Push.
Come back up on track and hopefully
push,
stay
push.
out
We
in
can
front
get
of the
this guy.
leaders for one lap. That's just a disastrous race. Sorry to have a lot of new viewers. Usually I'm better than this.
P13. 2 laps left.
Or at least I like to think that I'm better than this. But I'm also a huge believer in you are what you are, so I'll take this one on the chin completely as being exactly what I deserved. That's a tough one.
Thanks, 9
Good,
4X, and get
one
me
more to
flight.
go.
Good job, buddy.
Checker flag, my man.
That's it. We'll go on to the next one and try to get something better. Thanks for the follow, Nihes03. Fair enough, Tubbsy. You brought him in. You brought him in. I tried to keep him here, but you know, I've never had this many viewers before, so I appreciate the host, man. It definitely helps. I'm getting used to it with the spotters. Honestly, like they're just white noise and background noise a lot of the time.
Bad luck, mate.
They're already loaded. Hold it. Hold it. We're not gonna get back across. Just park it there.
Blinking,
Ugh.
because of the other car.
So let me see.
But not me. I didn't feel like I was.
Yeah, this time I was the windshield, that's for sure. So let's see, the first wreck, where was that? That was lap 16 here. I'm trying to get slowed down, and I just can't stop and slide right into the 17.
I'm sorry.
It's just, I wasn't the only one who hit someone either. So 6 loses it, comes down off the wall into the 17. That's what he was talking about. And the track just kind of ends up blocked. The 12 slides in, I slide in. I should have gone higher. But, yeah. And then, where was it? Let's see. Oh, that's obnoxious. Here we go. Let's go this way. Come up behind the 14. And yeah, 14 just kind of came down on me. I mean, a lot of these incidents, you know, the sliding into the 17's my fault. Thanks for the follow, Arsenal. But look at this one. I mean, I'm holding the line down to the inside, and the 14 coming down off the wall. He just drifts down, wrecks himself across my nose. That sucks. First National Series race at Martinsville. Any tips? You know, you can't be overly cautious. You can't be overly cautious about it, but you do want to be somewhat careful. Don't get yourself involved in any you know, try to avoid getting involved in anyone's wrecks. Look at this, man. 0.32 safety, 43 I rating. Ugh. Oh well. There will be better races.